What's going on, guys? These next upcoming live videos that I'm gonna be doing, it's just a breakdown of the rig. We're gonna do like a breakdown series. I know I asked yesterday about what rigs people wanted to see first. The most requested was the Empire, so I'm gonna do a review, a breakdown of the Empire. If you guys do happen to leave messages while I'm doing the chat, I probably won't be replying to them. After the live video, leave a message or leave a comment with any questions. That way, whoever else has the same question, once I reply, people can catch on to people who have the same question. I got requested for the Empire. I know I had another guy that wanted me to do a breakdown of an Element build, which I do have something that I could do a breakdown on. The Class 1 extra cab. So I'm gonna try to, since I can't get out right now, I'm not 100% back. And thank you to everybody who left a comment yesterday, saying to get better. I am feeling a lot better. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna get going with this breakdown. I'm gonna try to do these videos or these live videos as quick as possible with as much information as possible, and hopefully they help out. I do get a lot of emails. I do get a lot of questions asking, hey, what's the best transmission that I can run? What's the shock setup that you run? What oil? What this? What that? So I'm just gonna go through what this build has. How this rig is built. We've ran it a few different ways, and I'll let you guys know. So here we go. Alrighty, so this is a merge Empire. This is the actual original cage. We put this back on here. We have the capper cage back here. Capper cage sliders. Super simple. If I wanted to put these back on, I can just simply take off these small kickoff sliders, slap these on, and then I did do a YouTube video. So if you do follow our YouTube, I did show how to cut the cage and how to get that part right there. This right here is actually the piece that connects to here, and then this piece simply just bolts on right either here or here, depending on how low or how high you guys want it. But super simple. Once again, there is a YouTube video on how to cut the capper cage. So check that out if you are wanting to run a capper cage. I am running this Injora cage. Just well, I was a little bit sick of wanting to do something, so this was the easiest thing to do. So we went ahead and put this back on, modified it a little bit. Originally, had a standoff here, and it would clip onto another standoff with a body clip. So just running the front Empire body mount with the twist nut. In the works, 80 millimeter shocks with 70 weight oil and soft springs. In the rear, 90 millimeter shocks in the works, and then here I'm running medium springs. Again with 70 weight oil. In the summertime, since it does get hotter, I tend to run heavier shock oil. In the winter time, I run usually 30, 35, 40 weight, depending on how cold it gets. But in the summertime, sometimes I'll even run 80 weight all the way around. So that's for the shocks. In the works shocks, 80 millimeters, 90 millimeters. It's for steering, NSD RS800 V2. I'm running the new steel servo horn. This rig is built on Capra axles, plastic housings, running deluxe portal outer covers and inner knuckles. You do get a ton of steering with these. See that right there. You see all the turn you guys get. So in the works, I'm sorry, deluxe knuckles, inners and knuckles, and then outer weights. See what else right here. Injora cage, and then I just modified an interior, and then you guys can see here I just modified a axial Capra fuel cell and just kind of bolted it on right there. So that sits right there with that. This is simply mounted with our hinges that we have on our website. So just remove this here, and then this simply pops back open like that, and then I have access to put my battery in right here. Usually run a 650 or an 850. Run it there. It snaps into this Velcro like so, and then I'll just bend that over like that, and then hook it up to the power right there, and then it's as simple as that. Behind the axle, behind the servo mount, this is another piece that we do offer. You can either run your electronics or you can run your battery behind the servo. I'm running a 1000 kV snub nose revolver with a V2 Holmes Hobby silent ESC. I'm running a 2-low transmission, and then just kind of made this little jig right here to mount it on top of the 2-low. Cut to length, rear drive shaft. This is an Amazon drive shaft, I believe. Up front, I believe this is a 67 millimeter drive shaft, or 65 or 67 millimeter drive shaft. Empire links, running the Empire links. And then so for the lower links, I'm running the Axial HD, and you can see it right there. These are the offset rod ends. So you can see I got the offset rod end on here from the skid plate to the axle, and then you got you got to just put the rod end the opposite way. In the top, these are just straight, straight in the bottom, straight in the back. And then here we're running a 30 millimeter spacer. These are now included. Whoever's purchasing the kits, the complete kits, I do send these out with the kits. And then we got 2 8 millimeter spacers right here, and then this kind of puts the links where the original position of the link mount would be on the skid plate, but this is mounted on the actual frame. So 2 8 millimeter spacers, and then 1 30 millimeter spacer here. I believe this is a 30 millimeter screw right here. 30mm screw, and then just the axial HD rod ends, and then I got a Traxxas extended rod end here. This was to get 13 1/8 wheelbase. We got a SSD riser here on the rear. I don't know, but I still continue to run the link position on the lower one. I don't like running it on the top one. That's just me. I know a lot of people like the link risers. Myself personally, I still run it in the bottom position. So SSD link riser, and then just again just straight axial HD rod ends on both ends of the uppers. And I think that's about it. To be honest with you, if you guys have any further questions, oh, here we go. Spec Comcut wheels, and then I'm running just like the standard 6-hole carbon fiber rings, just because I'm lazy and I don't like to run the whole 18 screws. And then we got Scale Life inserts with J Concept, not Tusk, what's it called? Ruptures, with ruptures. So yeah, that's the setup. And then I got softs and mediums in the rear. As for the transmission, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, I just got a 2-load transmission, and then just custom drilled some holes for the location we wanted it to. We've also run on this specific build. I have also ran the Not 1 transmission. This is a carbon fiber version. I've also ran the Portal transmission, the carbon fiber version. That's currently on another rig. With transmissions like these, you guys will have to position the transmission to where, you know, to your liking, where the motor is gonna clear the frame, and then, you know, you drill your own holes. And yeah, that's about it. So once again, I know I saw somebody asking, this is the behind the servo electronics tray, battery electronics tray. Merge Empire links, in the works RC shocks and springs, NSDRC RS800 V2, the what's it called, Team Garage Hack 2-load transmission. This does have a 30% overdrive. And then we got a Holmes Hobbies 1000 kV revolver, and then a Holmes Hobbies V2 silent ESC, and then I run a Spectrum 2-channel receiver, and then Enjora cage, spec wheels, Scale Life inserts, and then J Concepts ruptures. Now, the only reason I went back to ruptures on this specific rig is because on most of my other rigs I run Tusks. I love Tusks. Tusks are like one of my favorite tire, but for this rig, just went ahead and put these tires on right now. And yeah, guys, that's the breakdown of this rig. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you guys do have any questions and need more info, leave a comment, that way if other people have the same question that you do, I'm gonna try to reply to all the questions that you guys have. And then if you do need more information, go ahead and send me a direct message or an email. Our email is info@iercscaler.com, or like I said, just send me a direct message. I hope this video helps some of you guys, and we'll see you on the next rig breakdown. You guys have a good day.